Alright, we're at my personal favorite part of the show, Basic B Tea, where we talk about basic bees of the past, people who were, the basic bee was buzzing around them, they irritated it, it stung, they didn't have adequate Adderall,
went to anaphylactic shock,
they didn't have their EpiPen, and they've just been, consumed by this basicness and will live on in history forever as being a basic bee. So my nominee this week is Annie Camden, aka the mother from Seventh Heaven, show that I watch so often, which is really strange. I did not grow up in a religious family, which I guess a lot of people probably didn't. And really, when you go back and watch that show now, it really pushed certain moral codes that I don't really have. He's a pastor. It was very just religious, not even undertones, overtones, overtures. There was kind of anti premarital sex and stuff. I feel like a lot of times when people had sex, they'd immediately become pregnant, as though
Seventh Heaven got wild.
Having a baby was like planting a sunflower seed, and if you watered it, it would grow. That's not how pregnancy always works. Not saying that you shouldn't use condoms and have safe sex, but just because you have sex once doesn't mean you're gonna have.
Where are you going with this?
25 kids like
okay,
Annie freaking Camden, the annoying, self-righteous mother of Seventh Heaven.
It's okay. He feels very strongly about this.
You're right. She's, an annoying actress. I don't even know the actress's name. She's really annoyed me. I don't even want to look it up because that's how basic she is.
I'm so sorry. All right. Well, on the theme of 90s television mothers, my TBT goes to Aunt Viv from Fresh Prince, and not the first Aunt Viv, not Aunt Viv played by Janet Hubert. I'm talking about Aunt Viv that was played by Daphne Maxwell Reid. They replaced her because Janet and Will were having some real life troubles, and they just randomly up and put new Aunt Viv in the last 3 seasons, and I wasn't for it. I knew it was fake. I didn't like Aunt Viv the second, and she wasn't down with the crew like old Aunt Viv was, and she was dancing in Alvin Ailey, or that's probably wrong, but she was dancing at other stuff. But
they looked quite different, right?
Yes, they looked different. If we put them next to each other, they look very different. And Will even he acknowledged it on the show as a joke, but I didn't like that. And
what did he say?
He was just like, "Hey, babe, you look real different right now," and then looked into the camera and broke the fourth wall. And
I hate fourth wall breaking.
Yeah, it's not.
Also, I just think that unless the actor died, it's just it's really annoying when they replace people. I get if someone's dead, you have to, because you can't taxidermy them and make them a puppet and use voices to recreate that current presence.
Or you should just send them off on a business trip or something.
Yeah, but it's just so. I don't know. I can't adjust to it. I'm trying to think
I don't know. In Bewitched, they replaced Darren 3 times and nobody noticed.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, Dumbledore.
But Dumbledore died.
Yeah,
so
he
it was
died.
a necessary
that was
thing.
sad.
You can't just change all the books, But I just don't really agree with this switching people in and out.
No, I mean, and as you can see from
it takes away from the authenticity of
Fresh Prince,
my favorite television programs.
As you can see from Fresh Prince, second Aunt Viv did not work, and I did not agree with her.
It kind of became this stale Prince of Bel-Air after
it
she
wasn't really
joined
fresh.
the cast.
So,
to see the rest of this episode, check on our channel at youtube.com/cursedlovetv.